All right, the Detroit Lions have a rookie speed demon that we just have not talked about enough. We're going to talk all about him. It's Jakobe Keaney-James out of UMass. Let me know in the comments. 4th of July is coming up. What are you doing? Traverse City, Torch Lake, St. Joe, South Haven, Grand Haven, Muskegon. Like what body of water are you going to be on? You just got to find some water in the 4th. Let me know in the comments. If you're over on the east side, it's like, what do you do over there on the 4th? There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, I just can't wait to see what's going on across the state. Michigan's just such a perfect state for the 4th of July. So many lakes, beautiful. Let me know in the comments. Okay, check this guy out. Jakobe Keaney-James out of UMass. Where's it at here? Right here. RAS score out of this world. He has a 40-yard dash of 4.37. 20-yard split, great. 10-yard split, great. His size is like is bad. Like, look at this. If his size was better, he would have a RAS score like we've never seen because he is ranked 163 out of almost 4,000 wide receivers since 1987. So there's just burst and stuff going on with this guy that's really interesting. And again, like we know, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, those are the headliners. Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond, contributors, going to be on the team. You know, those are our like top 4. Then we got Tesla, who would be that 5th wide receiver. And then after that, you got Dominic Levet, who was the 7th round draft pick that we took. Ronnie Bell, who we signed from the San Francisco 49ers, who's interesting. Tom Kennedy. And then the last 2 guys are Jackson Meeks and Jakobe Keaney-James. Well, Jackson Meeks, I made a mistake last time video. I thought he was 6'6". He's like 6'2". Yeah, I thought he was like 6'6", this big X receiver. I messed that up. So you would think then like Jakobe Keaney-James could be something because with 4.37 in the 40-yard dash, a 40-inch vertical, he is in the top 5% of wide receivers tested since 1987 with those 2 stats right there. He averaged 17 yards per catch with 4 50-plus yard receptions in college, 3 in 2024, including 1 against Georgia. It's interesting. I'm just saying, if you're an undrafted free agent and you're a long shot, you got to be just really good at something, just like nuts. You got to be 7 feet tall. You got to be super fast. You got to be something. And so for this guy to be lightning fast, I don't know. There's a little something there. Okay, let's take a look at this too. I mean, if you go over here, let me go back to it. Yeah, he's got an interesting profile. Again, he's small, but he's kind of got the Khalif Raymond thing going on. So again, we already have a Khalif Raymond, so we don't really need you, but it's something to keep an eye on, again, as the Lions start training camp in only about 3 weeks. Because we got that Hall of Fame game, everything's pushed up a week. I really, it's mid-July. It's 3 weeks, if that, before we get rolling. All right, another really good thing that is exciting is the Detroit Lions. There's so much talk about the defensive line. Well, here's PFF's putting out the defensive line rankings, and it's got the Detroit Lions at 6, which is really encouraging. Why is this? It's because we talk about edge, rightfully so. It's what you need, and we're all really excited about it. And you know, it's like you got to have 2 edge. You got to have pressure. Got to get the quarterback. Duh. Aiden Hutchinson is absolutely on a level last year at the time of his injury that we had never seen. And so if you got a healthy Aiden Hutchinson and a healthy Aleem McNeil, those 2 players alone make the defensive line a top 10 defensive line. That's why when you look at, all right, opposite of Aiden Hutchinson would be Davenport. It's like, oh, he's injured all the time. 100%. That is true. But if he can stay healthy and you've got him on the other side, you've got Aleem McNeil, you've got our first-round pick who's a D tackle. I mean, we're I guess I was encouraged to see this. I wouldn't have thought that the Detroit Lions had the 6th best defensive line. Now, with that being said, Aiden Hutchinson is coming off one of the craziest injuries you've ever seen, with his leg just wrapping around someone else's. And you're like, oh my gosh. But all things considered, it seems like he's going to be like all good. Ali McNeil coming off an injury. So once that pair is back to full health, this unit could still very well be one of the best in the NFL. I'm surprised by that, but I think we are so obsessed with a defensive end, another defensive end. It's like, how lucky are we that we have one premier pass rusher? They're just not out there. There's like 6 of them, and it's TJ Watt, and you know what I mean? Like there's 6 of these guys. We happen to have one of the elite. Then there's a whole second, tier 2 of guys, tier 3. We are lucky, and I would take an elite defensive end over having a couple tier 3 guys. It's like, oh man, now give me the elite. We'll fill in the rest. I don't get worked up about the defensive end thing as much, because I think we're going to be fine, because we have an elite guy that we didn't have. Marcus Davenport last year, and Aiden Hutchinson, before he got hurt, was getting in there. You don't need 2 guys causing havoc. You know what I mean? Like it's not a sack if 2 guys take him down. You need 1 guy to get in there, take him down. That's Aiden Hutchinson. Love it. Okay. Other thing is, we have talked about it the last few videos where we looked at different teams, and we'll do a full video on it. But basically, we looked at the Packers around the NFC North. We looked at the Packers, and we're like, you know what? Jordan Love, thankfully, it doesn't look like he's going to be like this elite dude that, wasn't going to be Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, because his offensive line has been one of the best since he's been the starter. This is good news for the Lions, because he doesn't get pressured. He doesn't take sacks, and he's still like, it's like good, because it'd be one thing if it's like, you know what, their offensive line's been terrible, and he's still been able to make plays, whatever. No, he can't. So then you look at the Chicago Bears, the biggest wild card out there, because we got an up-close look at Ben Johnson, and we are like, okay, yeah, I mean, he's a great coach. But I don't know. I mean, really, I don't know if he could be a head coach or what that looks like. Caleb Williams. Again, I think this is my Bears bias coming through, and I know that, but I still am just like, I don't get it. I don't get the love for this guy. It's different, but it's the same as kind of just Justin Fields, where Justin Fields, remember how he would make an amazing play every 3 times a game. It was just incredible. But the rest, man, never won. Caleb Williams will make an amazing throw 3 times a game. And you're like, dude, look at that. He's flashing. Just flashes of it's like he didn't just hit the open read, and so he ran for his life and then made this crazy throw. Okay. So the Bears, I don't know. The Vikings, we'll get to them in the next in another video as we break down them. But the NFC North is going to be competitive, but the Lions are the team to beat. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.